Welcome to the Leaderboard. I'm Darrian and Mack.
And I'm Nicky, and today we're talking about PUBG and Fortnite.
Hey guys, so if you haven't heard, there's been a little bit of controversy between PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite. And Fortnite is out with a new Battle Royale mode that you can download for free today, and the link will be in the description.
So there's been a lot of talk about this, and the people behind PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Bothén, they're actually threatening legal action against Epic Games with Fortnite, not just for the Battle Royale genre, but for more than that.
Yeah, so over the weekend, on Friday, PUBG issued this pretty broad statement just accusing Fortnite, or Epic Games specifically, of basically copying their game. You know, like they used PUBG in their promotional materials and the comments that they sent to the community and things they were posting on their blog. And PUBG just feels like they've kind of created some unique experiences in the Battle Royale category that Fortnite is mimicking. So this controversy kind of blew up, and on Monday, the creators of PlayerUnknown Battleground, particularly Bothén and Brendan Green, wanted to clarify their statements, because in their original statement, they were threatening some sort of further action. They didn't specify specifically what it was, but our inclination is that it was legal action, like there was some sort of copyright infringement, or that Fortnite and Epic Games did something illegal. And a lot of people were pointing out that, you know, this is something that has been happening in gaming for a long time. We've talked about it even on our show. When you look at Overwatch and Paladins, or Overwatch and Lawbreakers, or Global Offensive, like games are inspired by other games. I think this is just a thing that happens. But the question really is, did Fortnite and Epic Games do something illegal? And personally, I don't think so.
So my take on this, and they've kind of backpedaled, where the one guy that works there named Kim,
yeah, they're VP for something. Yeah,
he said that he wasn't upset on the game genre and them bringing Battle Royale to Fortnite. They even acknowledged Grand Theft Auto's, you know, Battle Royale.
I mean, the Last Man Standing, you have Ark Survival, Battle of the Fittest, or Fittest. So you've had a lot of those. Yeah,
it's definitely a hot genre right now. It's like, why wouldn't you, if that's what's selling, why not attack that? But it's not so much that, it's the fact that, one, when they did announce this new mode, they mentioned PUBG, and it almost like solicited and like endorsed, like, hey, PUBG's cool with this, when in fact they weren't. And the fact that like they do share some developers, you know, being
well, I mean, Epic developed the Unreal Engine, right? That powers PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Exactly.
So on their end, I mean, they've had a great working relationship this entire time. Actually, Brendan was talking about how they were hoping to get more development resources from Epic Games, who developed the Unreal Engine, as they, you know, push PUBG onto like more consoles and things like that. So, I mean, and if you're gonna look at it another way, I feel like the folks at Fortnite probably were just like, hey, you know, we have this great working relationship. We are inspired. They used a lot of that language, like they were inspired by what PUBG did, and decided to add it into their own game.
Yeah. So to reiterate where I land on this, is just that I think Bothén is just threatened by Epic Games and Fortnite. They have the bigger following, or just the reputation in the gaming scene. You know, they've put out other games, where PUBG, this is like their first game that's actually even going to console.
Right. I definitely think they're threatened. I mean, when you think about it, like Fortnite is coming, one, it's free, and it's coming to console and PC at the same time. PUBG hasn't even been on console. I mean, it's not even on console yet. I mean, it's coming out with Microsoft, but still, we're a couple months away from that development. So I think they're feeling a little pressure. You know, but the thing that's crazy about it is PUBG, you've got 30 million players. Right?
And again, it was
the most downloaded game on Steam right now.
Exactly. And you know, it's not so much that they have anything to worry about, because you know, you do have such a following. And honestly, I think PUBG made the Battle Royale genre even like big, where all these other games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Fortnite having to put it in their game, you know, a version of it. And that's where they're threatened, because they can offer more than just the Battle Royale, you know, game mode. You know, and also we were talking about it earlier that it's different experiences. Even if you play 2 different PUBG matches, they will be different. You know, and if you play a Battle Royale match in PUBG or Fortnite, they're going to be different. There's different mechanics.
They're different mechanics. Like I've played both. I love Fortnite and I love PUBG. Like I go to PUBG tournaments, watch other people play. The community is so connected, and when you play with your friends, it's just a completely different experience. And Fortnite Battle Royale is very, like, on the surface level, you can look at it and say, oh, that's Battle Royale, that's Battle Royale. They have these shrinking, the map shrinks, so there's an energy field that comes and pushes the players together in order to intensify sort of the player versus player experience. But aside from that, like the way you use the weapons, the way you move, traps, and all that stuff that you can do in Fortnite, the attachments that you have in PUBG, the clothing that you have in PUBG, like these details, they might seem insignificant, but in actual gameplay, they affect your strategy, they affect how you play with your friends. Like it feels, having played both, very different experiences, almost designed for very different players. Absolutely. You know, I'm more partial to Fortnite because I like story. And Fortnite has a ton of story. It has a ton of it has the Save the World app. So now they have the Battle Royale version, which is a 100 PvP experience. And then you've got the Save the World, which is dealing with the clouds and the zombie apocalypse and things like that. And the building mechanic gives it this sort of Minecraft feel. So I'm more partial to that because I like those elements better. But if you're like you're coming from a first-person shooter, you love Overwatch to death, then PUBG probably feels like a better game for you, particularly because they have the duo experience now. You can play as groups of teams. So, you know, it's to me, they're just different experiences.
Absolutely. And the whole reason why we're talking about this, and you know, let us know in the comments below what you guys think. I personally think that they shot themselves in the foot, specifically Bothén, because you know, they were so worried about Fortnite, you know, maybe becoming bigger than PUBG, but because they threatened, you know, some sort of action publicly, so many people who play PUBG are like, what's Fortnite? What
is Fortnite? I've never heard of it.
Yeah. So it probably, and every single, you know, gaming news place is talking about it. Yeah. So of course now, like, Fortnite is getting so much exposure. So much exposure. Like, free today. Go download it.
More exposure. Like, and the thing about it is, like, what I love about what Epic Games said is that no comment. They're like, we don't have to play this game, and we're still getting the exposure. We're still being talked about, and our game is still gonna blow up. And it's like, I mean, I'm sure Brendan and the folks at Bluehole are just like, damn.
I'm sure there's some small regrets.
I think they made the clarifying statement today. I'm sure there'll be more clarifying statements. And what was so crazy, to your point, like when you look at the PlayerUnknown, some of the threads and some of the Reddit threads, like you just said, people are like, what's Fortnite?
Yeah.
I mean, like, this is questions that the PUBG community is asking, and now they're just gonna go check out what is a free game? You have nothing to lose.
Yeah. So like you said, you know, PUBG has 30 million active players, and I think a bunch of that, a small percentage of that is going to be like, what's Fortnite? And check it out. Maybe even today.
Maybe even today.
Yeah. So I mean,
the link in the description.
I think both of us here, we like both games.
Yeah.
I think, again, each time you play, it's a different experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it does warrant, like, you know, for both of them to exist.
Yeah.
You know.
I think they can both coexist. I think, I mean, I cannot agree with you more, Nicky. I just feel like PUBG just made such a critical misstep. They took what would have been a pretty soft, insignificant launch and turned it into the thing that everybody else is talking about.
Absolutely. So definitely let us know in the comments below, what do you think about Fortnite and PUBG? Can they both exist? Do you like one more than the other? Let us know.
And if you want to get more videos like this one or get more tips like I just talked about, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever we upload, as we call it here, join the notification squad, make sure you click that bell icon and you'll be alerted whenever we upload a video. And Nicky, when do we upload?
We upload 5 times a week, and you guys should keep it here to the Leaderboard, your home for video game facts.